Sometimes our destiny takes years to show up, yet it is the intrinsic, unexplainable spark that encourages us to fight, to keep trying, to stand up for what we believe in, and to move forward even when others don't believe in us. That spark is very often our truth and our highest purpose. Sparky. Yes, Sparky. Sparky was the nickname given to Charles Schultz by his uncle as a young kid. Yet, Charles Schultz was far from Sparky. He was a shy, timid little boy who, being extremely intelligent, had advanced 2 grades ahead of his peers, which left him awkward and very often bullied. He is also very close to his mother, whom he lost in his early 20s to cancer, and was left with a deep hole of abandonment and loneliness that he could never really overcome. His trials and tribulations continued as a young adult when, as a lover of writing and drawing, his sketches were often rejected, beginning with his first submission to his high school yearbook, along with many of his future additions to local newspapers. Sparky was even rejected by the love of his life, the little redhead, upon his vulnerable proposal. It took Charles Schultz 30 years to find his spark and to embark on his abundant success as a comic strip writer. 30 years? How many of us would have given up way before then? Yet, though all at times small, it was his inner spark that kept igniting his passion to create a character named Charlie Brown and a dog named Snoopy that formed the basis of the #1 comic strip and Emmy-winning Christmas story in 1965. It stands today as the #1 watched Christmas special. So, as I sit down to write my theme goals for this year, I have a renewed hope, faith, and perseverance to honor my inner spark and to make that my focus for the year 2023. Believing that the more attention and energy I give to that little spark, the stronger that flame will become. How can you take your inner spark and reflect it in the work that you do as a leader, in your relationships, in your family, in your purpose? My theme goal this year are around 3 different points. 1, pure joy in the essence that I am, 1, truly present and living that wonderful moments of 2023. 2, that I recognize and show gratitude for my abundance. And 3, that I'm open to the resources and new paths that will show up to help me achieve my purpose, or in Sparky terms, my peanuts success. What is your new spark that you're going to ignite? Matt?
Kimberly, I love how you brought in the peanuts to your New Year's goals. One thing I love about the peanuts is how Charles Schultz created a group that has so many of the distinct Enneagram types. You can really see how the different Enneagram styles interact in his comic strips. And as for goals, I developed a lifelong vision statement that I use to help me formulate my goals. And my vision is live happily and healthfully to 100. This vision serves as my North Star as I'm making decisions about setting goals for the direction of both my personal life and my professional life. Being that it's the new year, I'm also working with one of my teams now to go back and review our goals and ask how our current activities are aligned with our goals. Most team members were able to draw a through line between the goals and their actions. On the other hand, some questioned whether we still had the appropriate goals, and this sparked a very constructive conversation to review and update the goals. Before updating the goals, though, we had to revisit our vision statement. Collectively, we developed a vision for a future that we want to realize, and we developed goals around that vision. Especially at this time of year, leaders are encouraged to consider where you're taking your business, what's your vision, and as much as you can, include your broader team, not only in developing the vision together, but also developing the specific goals to realize that vision. Doing this as a team, you'll allow your team members to build an emotional connection associated with creating that future, which will motivate them. Many teams will be surprised when they look back at all they accomplish. At the outset, you may not know how you'll achieve your goals, but if you create that emotional connection to the vision, the team will find a way to achieve it. And much like Charlie Brown created a shared vision of a beautiful Christmas tree, the Peanuts team stepped up and made that vision a reality. Twiana, what's sparking you in the new year?
Thank you, Matt and Kimberly. What a great conversation to start the 2023 year. So, leaders, thank you for joining us in 2022. Throughout the year, we focused on inspiring you around DEI and B, promoting positive mental health, and of course, leadership. As you close out the year, it's a perfect time to recalibrate, reevaluate, reinvest, however you want to label re-upping your outlook on life. Whether you believe in setting New Year's goals or not, at some point, we all should assess our quality of life. As Kimberly shared, living your inner spark means living your authentic life. Charles Schultz found his inner spark. Charlie Brown and the crew have delighted us for many years, extolling wisdom and wonder throughout each episode. Whether now or at a later point, take the time to find your inner spark. Be deliberate in crafting a guide, a North Star guide that leads the way to your living an abundant life. Matt shared a how-to approach to establishing such a guide. Speaking of abundant, that's my word for 2023. My North Star guide encompasses living an abundantly grateful life. Follow us in 2023 as we continue to inspire leaders with insights and practical applications. We look forward to your engaging with us. Happy New Year, leaders.
Happy New Year.